Hey, what's going on there, YouTube?
What's up out there, YouTube?
SEL0320.
Joe Johnson 030.
Representing JVS.
Representing that JVS, you know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy.
First off, thanks everybody for going to Jesus vs. Sin secondary page. Whoever did come and actually follow along with the live stream, I'll be able to post that link in the description bar below. But this is about the non-spoiler review, which we always call our first reaction to the Vampire Diaries episode 16, Days of Future Past. What did we think about this episode, Joe?
It was trash.
And what do you think of that? Nah, this ain't no April Fool's. Real talk, that joint was some garbage, bro. And y'all know I love this show. I caught Joe up. Joe is caught up. He went through what? How many episodes?
Sam was like, Joe, I gotta get you caught up. It was like one of his lifelong achievement goals to get me caught up in Vampire Diaries. I finally caught up, and this is my first, you know what I'm saying, review with him, and it's like, this trash. What is this? And this episode was like the worst episode I've probably seen. Hands down.
The show?
Yeah, of the series.
And I mean, okay, well, I'll say this, right? There are some beautiful moments. There's a beautiful moment with, Stefan and Valerie, seeing things how they are 3 years later. Enzo's kind of a different kind of person, and that's really about it. I mean, Matt has this one compelling moment at the end because something happens to him, but everything else makes no sense. It made no gosh darn sense.
No sense whatsoever.
Like, I mean, the motivations of Damon in this episode made no sense. When we saw, I'm gonna say this, right? Up until this point, I wasn't too keen on the 3 year later jump. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this didn't make sense. Like, why are they showing Bonnie with Enzo? Why is like Caroline with Alaric? Why is that his fiance? You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand. Then it caught up, like the 15th episode, it all made sense. Especially that impactful moment of the Damon moment with Bonnie and Damon. I thought that was one of the most heartfelt things I've seen in the show. Not just that, Damon indeliberately hurting Bonnie and Stefan by sacrificing his life basically with them and waiting for Elena. And this is a selfish decision, but I understood it was compelling. You know what I'm saying? When this man gets out and you finally figure out, okay, he's got like werewolf venom in him and he's gonna make this decision, do this or do that. When it all comes down to it, it just all falls through. And it's not like every time that people say, man, Damon, you messed this up, it's always for a fault. It's always for a reason that always kind of breaks down. This whole episode, Damon's realization and stuff is just so convoluted, it deters Damon as a character. And he's one of my favorite characters. Besides Klaus in the original, he is my favorite character. And this not only made him be downplayed, it made him, revolting. Because the end result does not justify the means of what he did. And I was like, yo, this some old boo-boo. And not just that, we don't know what happened with Bonnie. We don't know what happened with Matt. I mean, the only thing we figure out is Mary Louise and the other girl, like they've been experimented on between the 3 year time gap. We don't even understand why. There's some pills or something like that they've been,
some new drugs on the street, some new X.
That I thought that the drugs were to deter magical abilities.
Leprosy.
But I don't understand what was going on. And it's like, I don't know, man. This episode just let me down. Y'all don't want me to give a number for this episode. What are your thoughts, Joe?
Man, it was trash, man. It's wasting my time, man. I was like, why don't I even watch this drink? It didn't even make sense. I was bored watching this drink. Like, I was bored watching this episode. Like, and that's something to do. Like with this series. I was bored. I was like, the whole Stefan and Valerie relationship, I was like, we've seen this so many times before. I was like, it was just boring, bro. It's just not interesting to watch. And then, I don't know. The whole thing with Raina and how she did her thing, I was just like, really?
Yeah.
3 years?
Yeah.
Really? Like,
yeah.
What?
We're gonna go into more of the spoiler review. For me,
like, this is what they should do. This is what they should do. They should have Bonnie do like time adjustment spell and just backtrack these entire 3 years Matter of fact, backtrack 4 years. All right, and just give us a little bit.
The thing is, that's true because like at the end of the last season, you know what I'm saying? Elena has been gone. Damon is relying on Bonnie to be able to survive. Alark is in detriment, and he's trying to find out how to bring his wife back to life. And then Stefan is with Caroline. I mean, things aren't great, but they could have been progressed a little bit better. If that whole backstory hadn't been pushed in, you know what I'm saying? Even with Alark, with Caroline, that's understandable because that works. It worked well. Even with the Bonnie and Damon thing, I didn't have thought that was work, but it's compelling. It's great friendship. But we don't get that in this episode at all.
Another thing too is the whole Raina, Stefan dialogue. I was like, what is this? I was like, what is that?
There wasn't enough understanding of time from last episode to this episode. Made me understand it. And I mean, something might happen in the 3-year gap. But this episode wasn't enough to suffice that justification.
Even still, it was just like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, this is just dumb.
And I'm going to say this. I love Vampire Diaries. This guy actually really likes Vampire Diaries too. Like, we've been going through season after season after season. Like, this is awesome. And even up until this one, up until this episode, it was a pretty decent season.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, like...
But this...
Yeah, whatever.
This destroys the season.
This episode sucked.
All right, we're gonna go into spoilers.
Yeah.
I hope y'all enjoyed this. I don't want to give it a number. If you had to give it a number, what would you give it?
I give it a 2. I give this episode a 2, bro.
4, 3, 2. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all soon. We're going to the spoiler review. Peace.